Well, hello and good afternoon, everybody. It's Thursday, so here's Araya coming on in for the love of dragons. Not even really sure what I want to talk about today. There's no pressing questions from anybody, so I'm going to share what's going on in the world of all the stuff here with me with the dragons. As many of you know, I leave for Kailash. I leave for Tibet to see you Saturday. And we've got a lot going on there energetically. You might be feeling stuff whether you're connected to the transmissions or not. If you're wanting to receive the transmissions, you have until noon Friday Pacific time tomorrow to get registered and signed up. I've got a good group already getting those received, so we're going to have that energy spread across the globe, how it does in its grid work when it bounces and hops to all these different places and spreads that expansive energy. This journey is a big one about freedom, about releasing our wings, unpinning ourselves. Hello, Denise. Nice to see you. So even if you're not receiving those, even if you're not on the trip with us, you are going to be feeling some energetic stuff going on over the next 3 weeks because not only are we activating and awakening some dragons, we're unpinning some dragons, some very large ones, like across the continent of Asia. But that's affecting Tiamat and Gaia. And we've got a major grid point that's being activated, which is all happening during that journey. Hi, Sandra. So pretty excited about it. Still pretty, I'm trying not to stress. I'm trying to stay relaxed and trust and know that everything will get done that needs to get done before I leave. But wow, it's sort of hard when you see the mountain of stuff or the list of to-dos yet. Anybody that traveled big internationally knows, like, wow, there's so many last-minute things to pull together. And so I'm in that space right now, trusting and knowing, and I feel like that's a part of our journey right now, is moving into trust and surrender continually, more and more surrender, more and more trust in the higher self, our higher self's knowing, and that piece being our dragon heart. For many of you, your higher self is a dragon. And so what does that mean as we connect to our dragon heart and follow it? And that's one of the things I thought I'd bring up today. But I also need to talk about the book. Because as some of you know, I've been working on it since about February with a book designer. That it's been available all these years digitally, but now it's available as a Kindle version, which is exciting for some of you out there. It's already on Amazon. If you do a search on The Dragon Within, if you want a Kindle version, it's there and available. And over the next week, you'll probably be able to see, hi Lizzie, the print versions. So it's finally coming out in print. I'm going to have the first copies out in my hot little hands either tonight or tomorrow. Really excited to see them, give the final, yep, let's go, we're going live with it online. So watch for those if you've been wanting to have it in print. It's full color, it's stunning, it's got some beautiful images in it, and it just amps up the energy, and it amps up, what I'm excited about is it amps up the number of people that can be touched by it, the number of people that will be able to search and find, because there's not a lot of books out there on actually working with the dragons, on actually like a guidebook of how to connect with them. How do you reach out? What does it mean? What do they each do for you? Why are the dragons in the world in the first place? So I hope if you're new to the group that you will go back and look through the video archives or go onto the YouTube channel. It's under Invoke Healing International, and look at the Dragon playlist and go through and just pick and choose, like what's calling you, what's your heart saying, what do you feel drawn to listen to or watch on that day, because there's always something special in that message and perfect timing for you to get it. But it's a set of tools. Essentially everything I'm here to do is give you a set of tools to make your connection with the dragons stronger, because as you do that, your own light gets stronger, you remember your own capacities, all of your gifts open up, and you start to really connect to who you be. That for me is the key of this whole journey with the dragons, is getting us back to the truth of who we be, which for you guys in this group, the majority of you are actually dragons, and you're starting to get a sense of, wow, that's actually possible, and I feel really connected to that possibility, and I need to follow through and see where that leads me. So where is that following your dragon heart's compass? That's sort of what I thought, I'm following my compass. I'm going off to another land far away. I think it'll be the one place in the world I've ever traveled where I'm totally lost. I don't read the language. I speak multiple languages. I can even read Russian Cyrillic alphabets, and so it'll be the first place in the world where I am pretty clueless, actually, of where I am in my surroundings, and talk about being in a space of trust and surrender and faith. Wow. So heading off for that, knowing that it was my heart, my dragon heart, and connecting to my higher self and my journey and my path and why I'm here, showed me a list of places around the globe that I need to get to activate, because that's one of my purposes of being here as who I be, and to help activate you guys, to wake you up to those pieces within yourself and get you on track with your purpose. Why are you here? What are you really supposed to be doing? And what gift do you have for the world? And that journey opens you up to it. So getting to the place where I can not only connect with my dragon and feel my dragon heart, but then start to really trust the inner guidance and the allowance of the inspirations that come through that heart, of knowing like, oh, I'm inspired to go to this faraway land, and gosh, how am I going to do that? How will that get paid for? How will that come together? How will I fit in my schedule? How will I get it off work? All these things that might be something that comes up as a possibility or a real heart thing for you, and you're having trouble with the mental, rational, trying to get there, to merge with it and go forward with it. Learning how to trust, that's the journey. Keep going forward with it and listen to that compass. And when you align to it, wow, magical things happen. And that's what's been my unfolding journey for the last 2.5 years as I dove into this full time. Because I've been working with the dragons for a lot of years. The book came through back in 2007. And it's taken me this long to get really aligned. We're doing it part-time, doing it here and there. Knowing that I was always an energy worker, always a healer, always a guide and a teacher, but life calling me to finish some karmic lessons, life calling me to hone in my skills in different ways, teaching other things for a while. I taught meditation for 3 years every week, and that, all those experiences leading up to where you need to be, as long as you're willing to follow that heart and keep going and trusting and hands up surrendering. So, I think that's mostly announcements today. We just finished an amazing book club, and we're going to set the next one is already on the calendar. So if you've been wanting to do book club, watch for some posts from the members that just finished of what they got out of it. And if you see somebody that did it and you want to message them and say, hey, tell me about it. What was it really like? Or what did you get out of it? I know they'd be open to responding to that. Because it's powerful 6 weeks. A lot happens. You wouldn't think it's way more than a book club. But the next one will be on October 17th to November 21st. It's going to move back to Thursdays. And on the event page of The Dragon Within, at The Dragon Within, my ebook CD page for Facebook, you'll see it on there. And I will announce it radically. I will definitely send lots of information out in the 3 weeks before, once I get back from my journey. But let me know. I only take 10 people. It fills every time. And if you know that you're interested in it, I will get you on the short list, so you get notified first to get one of those spots. And let's see, because I'm going to be gone for about 3 weeks, this is my last live for a while. That's expected. Every Thursday I come to you guys, but I'm going to be in a place where I can't necessarily get internet access. It's going to be pretty remote. That my internet access might not allow me to access Facebook or Google or some of the other things in the West. So being patient, being willing to just get posts when I can put them in, or a live if I can sneak one in, or a taped video that I can slide in, so that you guys feel like I'm staying connected to you, because I want to stay connected. But reality is I might be off for 3 weeks on this adventure where I can't do anything about my connection. So hopefully you'll be patient with that. During that time, whatever questions you have, feel free to either jot them down, email them to me, message them to me, and that way when I get back, we can address your questions. But I know that I also like to do mini live readings here when I have time. And Ursula Ramjit, she was on last time, she didn't get one, and I promised her that the next time I did one and had time that she would be up for that reading. So I'm going to do that and tag her in it later if she's not on the call right now. So let me just do a quick live reading. And the dragon readings, hi Kinoani, Just so you know, I offer 20-minute dragon readings. They're a fast and furious, getting connected with the dragons that are around you. You might have guides, guardians. There can be 1, there can be 12, all different colors, families of dragons. What are they doing here for you? Why are they working with you right now? Do they have a mantra or a chant or a way to connect with them more deeply? Do we have a physical description that can help you connect and see and visualize and feel them? They're super fun. They're one of my favorite things to do. And these mini readings that I do during lives like this are an opportunity in just a couple of minutes to get a shortened version of that as my gift, just to get you on track. Like, hey, here's a direction. Head that way and see where it takes you. So Ursula, I'm going to do that for you right now. And I'm just focusing and allowing the dragons around you to present themselves, to recognize me. So Ursula, I feel 2 specific dragons working with you right now. They're apart from your guide and guardian. They are working as a team. And they are of the black and white lineages. So in that larger, so say we know the large black and white dragons of Mu that are holding that frequency as the main gateway for that frequency. There are lots of dragons in that lineage that come and work with us individually. So you do have a black and a white dragon working with you right now. And it's interesting because the word I hear is tandem teaching. I don't know if you're a teacher or if you're in partnership, but there's some dynamic. They're working with you on partnerships, on how to work effectively, especially to teach in partnerships, and winding and balancing that energy through you so that when you're balanced and in partnership with yourself, it becomes easier and more effective to be in partnership with another, and there's a co-creation happening with this partner around you. And it could be, your energetic self. I'm not sure if there's a physical partner there, but there's something about learning this art of merge and partnership, as far as working together very deeply, is something that is coming down the pike for you. So maybe it's a preparation energetically for you to move into that space. And it involves trust. It involves vulnerability and trust for you, of being willing to go to that space with a partner and get to the place where you can be fully transparent to really get the most out of that partnership and add the most to that partnership. So their names... Now this is very... I'm going to double check it because I'm hearing, you know what? Just invite us in as the black and the white. Keep it simple. It's really about our energy and not about our names. And I haven't seen or heard a dragon specifically do that before. So, Blackie and Whitey, they're keeping it simple. They want you to just not focus on so much their characteristics as the energy that they're bringing to bring you into that space of partnership. So, Sandra says, I would love to know what dragons are around me. So rather than doing a full mini reading like that, Sandra, I'll just tune in very quickly because I do feel them wanting to speak. So I see actually 3 around you. There's a pink, yellow, and an orange. I'm trying to feel if they're from the rainbow realms. And I'm getting a no. I'm getting they're more directly connected to the solar realms, to the sun dragons, different shades and phases of the sun dragon family. So tune into that, Sandra, and see if you can sense or feel those 3 around you. They feel very playful and childlike, that they're bringing sunshine in for you, like moving into a space of really finding your light, finding your sunshine, what makes you feel like the sun is on you, what makes you joyous, and in a space where you would actually emanate those colors out to the world. If you had pink and yellow and orange, wouldn't that be a happy glow that you're putting out? So they're working with you to get you to discover what that happy glow comes from, where within that. And so the Sun Dragon lineage is the one for you right now. So yes, Denise, I'm going to have to do you next time. So I'm going to cut it today because I will say I have a million things to do between now and my departure. Haven't packed yet. That's a first for me this late in the game. Excited to get the book out. I briefly mentioned it before, but I'm going to let you know now that the Dragon Within that I've had for all these years is digital. I mentioned it's ready as Kindle. It's coming out in print, and should be available by next week on Amazon as well as a hardback or a paperback, your choice. And that's pretty exciting for me. So I think that's it. You guys have a great week, a great weekend, maybe 3 weeks if I don't see you. And please post your questions to me. If you want to get a discovery call or set up a dragon reading, those sessions are available, but my booking system only goes 3 weeks out, so that you guys know. It's not that I'm booked for the next year. It only books 3 weeks out because I never know. I don't want to be scheduled too far out because I never know what the dragons are going to pull me into as far as other things that need to happen in addition to sessions. So just keep checking the calendar. I know that after 3 weeks, when I come back in late September and early October, there are some openings. And I love to do those discovery calls. I love to get on and see what you guys are looking for in your journey. If we're a good fit to work together, what kind of programs or sessions or things, tools I would have to help you. One of the greatest tools until, maybe you never need a session with me, but the meditations that are on the guided meditations page of Dragon Within now, whole elemental suite, there's going to be more of those coming down the pike. But those are the things I want to get out that are really low cost, get you the work. They're repetitive. You can listen to them again and again and always get something more. And Shakya, can't wait for the book and my dragons reading when you're back. Yes, I know you've already contacted me about that, and I know you're probably going to grab one of those first spots that's free on my calendar. So I look forward to that too, Shakya. All right. Happy trails to everybody. I might see you next week. I might see you in a few weeks. It will be a little more random, not always Thursdays. But I'll do what I can to stay in connection with y'all and stay posting, because I have someone adminning the group to keep the posts rolling, and I will try to put my posts in, and we'll keep this dragon train going. All right. Bye, everybody.